Alright guys, well, so, this is the actual official, this is the real start to the stream, and or, if you're on YouTube, the recording of this. I'm just going to post what I do so far on Hiveswap on YouTube, and make that the real playthrough I set up. I recorded Hiveswap before, but I never finished it, because I had an awful setup, and I didn't know how to do things right. You can look back on that if you want, but I'm probably going to relabel this new Hiveswap playthrough as the real deal, so I'm going to do new. I was going to record today with one of my friends, but they kind of were sick, so their voice sounded like a squeegee. So I'm doing this instead. I was going to do Friend Sim, but this is just as good. I have to increase the audio a bit on my speakers. Actually, wait, no I don't. I just have it down by 40% on my thing. It might be loud for a moment. Hold on. Yeah, this cutscene. Remember this, like, years ago when I tried to do the video on YouTube. Oh. Your name is, sorry, you're gonna name it. Okay, you gave yourself a minute to freak out because of the monster. The thing with all the legs and teeth. The one you barely got away from, and it's up though. Okay, you take a deep breath. Let the uncertainty slip away into the arm-waggling darkness and focus on what you know. Your name is Joey Clare, and you live just outside the town of Homestucks. You are, in no particular order, a puzzle solver, a semi-orphan, a dancer of multiple schools, an aspiring veterinarian, and a big sister. Speaking of, that monster, the one that barely missed eating you alive, only you're not thinking about that right now, it might be headed back outside, where your little brother is. You've got to warn him. So let's see. It's been a while since I played this, so I can look at everything. Along with ballet, you also study tap dancing. You haven't decided which you prefer. Ballet is fun, but tap's also fun, in a different kind of way. You've considered blending the two, wearing one tap suit and one ballet suit at the same time, but decide to fully master both and earn the respect of your teachers before unveiling your boundary-shattering ballet style to the world. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of reading. So if you're not too interested on me bumbling through sentences, then feel free to check out a different stream. I think I can still hear my phone. I'm going to turn it down more. Sorry, I'm just moving things. Okay. Your babysitter gave you this for your birthday. Joey, she said. This wizard's the best. He lives in his little wizardy orb, just swimming in spills and glitter. He'll protect you. Look, he's doing it right now. Your babysitter loves wizards, obviously. She's pretty great. It's easy to make. Your very own cake, or something like that. You're really excited to get this for your birthday last year, but you ran out of the baking stuff pretty quick. You could use regular sugar and flour or whatever, but it's not like you have those things just sitting around. Who does, honestly? People with moms, you guess? Can I take that? Bake. You're all the bacon stuff. You're not too busted up about it, though. You're pretty tough. Equip? Can I equip it? You add the tap dance abilitech to your technique. Yep, those are the words that refer to those concepts. You learned them literally just now. These will help if there's anything you need to shake up or shake off, or if you're just in the mood to shake it. Can I? You do a few steps from Twirlin' Merlin, your thus far unfinished showcase of wizard-themed dancing. This one's the Pyromancer's Hot Step. Alright. There's so many things to do. So many things to look at. So many things. Although I'm still disappointed that they take out a lot of like the references and replace them with their own copyright safe stuff. mom won this award at around the same age as you for being best at ballet. It's pretty. You've got more pressing concerns, right now that the book report you have to hand in on Monday. Then the book report you have to hand in on Monday. Besides, none of these books are appropriate choices for a book report, according to your teachers. Your teachers seem oddly fixated on award-winning books where beloved dogs are introduced and then inevitably die. You kind of hate your teachers sometimes. Marley and Me. I read the book of that. I wonder if that's one of them. This is Sir Bappy Pawswater, your beloved Manthro chap. You tend to his fussy whims and needs when you're troubled to imagine what they might be. What a daring dream, to combine the finest qualities of the animal kingdom with the nobility of human animals. Wait, you mean humanity. Anyway, Sir Bappy Pawswater will have to tend to his own fussy whims and needs for a while. You've got a lot of crap on your plate right now. One day you hope to be a veterinarian. Then you could be the one caring for fuzzy-faced baby critters. So when someone catches you in the act of snuggling them all and tells you to take a hike, you can flash your vet badge and say, "You're here on professional medical business." Then they'll have to take the hike, not you. I relate to that so much. This is where you keep your clothes. You consider your fashion statement to be fun and comfortable, and try to model yourself on Clarissa. Clarissa? Ah, Clarissa. She really does explain quite a few things, except, of course, precisely where she gets her clothes and how she manages to look so great all the time. That one is not hitting me in the memories. I don't know. You try to remember if Clarissa ever got in any jams like this. You have so much in common. Annoying little brother, computer room, second story bedroom. As much as you hate to admit it, Clarissa's life deviates from yours on a number of vertices. Her parents were around. She had a cool friend who was a boy, but not her boyfriend. No monsters in the yard, etc. Can you change? You could try on some new clues, but what's a style montage without at least one party offering compulsory reaction shots for each outfit? Who's going to give you an affirming head nod when you finally nail it? There are important things to consider before you carelessly plunge headlong into a style montage. Okay. No, I already read that. This is a raised and cushioned platform where you spend several hours every day unconscious and hallucinating, usually while the majority of the other people on the continent are also doing the same thing. Except for those who are in a different time zone from you, in which case they are awake, or partially awake. Puppy Surprise is having puppies! How many? That's a surprise! Puppy Surprise! Puppy Surprise! Ugh, whenever you look at this thing, the song from that commercial runs through your head like a snake monster on an autumn afternoon. It's a great place to stash your keepsakes, where they stay as safe as a teen hiding in our bedroom from a snake monster. You reach inside the expensive plush canine and Puppy Surprise is having puppies! Well, well, well. She actually came with 5 puppies, but you gave 2 away to make room for other stuff. You don't know anybody else who got 5. Some kid from school got 4 in hers, and she wouldn't shut up about it for a week. You're not one to brag, but yeah, you walked with a little spring in your step for a while after birthing the quintet of pups. Maybe you 5 puppy people are just cut from a different cloth. Ah, yes. No one would ever think to look for your precious diary key inside a plush mother dog. Least of all your brother, who's upset he didn't get one of the puppies. Jude can be pretty melodramatic. Speaking of precious keys, there's also a beautiful old trinket that used to belong to your mom. You have no idea what it is, but looking at it reminds you of her. Honestly, you're not sure you'd be comfortable leaving it here, with everything that's going on. Good old Homestuck creeping in as it should. You collect a diary key from its plush hiding room. While you're at it, you think maybe you should keep this beautiful heirloom of your mom's close. Just a feeling, a deep, inexplicable, impossible to ignore feeling. Oh wait, I've ignored this. Your walkie-talkie. Half of a set. Your brother has the other one. Could come in handy. Guess I'll get it. Feels a little light. Uh-oh. Yep, no batteries. You remember cannibalizing the walkie-talkie when something else needed them. But you can't recall exactly what that something else was. Beanbags are making a big comeback lately. It beats sitting on the floor, and that's all you can really ask of a beanbag. I love beanbags. They chill. They be the chill. Yeah. See if I can look at anything. Oh, games. A prodigious collection of titles for your console's hungry cartridge-shaped mouth. All the best ones are here. Well, all the ones you happen to own are here. You could spend all day listing them. There's Bubsy, there's... Mentioning Bubsy made you feel a little queasy, so you think you'll stop there. You might go lie down for a bit, actually. The goal of this game is to get 4 of your colored circles in a row before your opponent, who's trying to do the same. You can also theoretically connect 5 if you're kind of a showy jerk. Since she's been gone, you've been less and less of Pa, or seen, since she's been gone, you've seen less and less of Pa over the years. Guess he had greater pastures to move on to, or bluer beauties. Her mom is adorable. That little girl there, she's destined for big things. Big hopes, big fears, big worries, big lonelinesses. Now hold on, pull yourself together. What would your mom say if she knew you were thinking like that? You really wish you knew. Nothing for that? Okay. You usually don't have much to record in here on account of the humdrum life you lead, but you think today will be a different story. Maybe you should take a moment to record a note now, just in case this is your last chance to set down your final words before your tragic demise at the hands of a horrible snaky thing. It's locked. If you wish to gain access to your long buried or recently buried secrets, you have to use the diary key. Doesn't fit. It was worth a shot, you guess. Well, not really. You unlock and open your diary. Nice. Juicy. Nice. Juicy secrets. Here you come. Except they're just your boring secrets, so you don't care. Oh. You usually don't have much to record in here on account of the humdrum... Oh, it's the same thing. Is there anything interesting? Well, there's those doodles. I really admire people who do all these nice doodles. Truly artists. Just artists growing from such a simple thing. Maybe something from your past will shed some light on today's terror mysteries. Some little detail mentioned offhand and forgotten. The key, kicking off a casual cascade of connections that terminates in a catastrophe of snake monsters. April 13th, 1994. Dear Diary. Ho-hum! Nothing much happened today. I tried to make some new friends at school. To maybe expand our social circle beyond just me and Jude's friends all the time. Wait, is it weird to call my brother's friends my social circle? Well, you know what I mean, Diary. I don't have many friends I can really call mine, so I'm trying to branch out. I guess it's better than calling them my web ring. The kids at school are jerks, though, and they called me a poser when I tried to talk to them about games I like and stuff. Between you and me, I think a bunch of the kids at school might be evil. Kids have a high tendency of being evil at a young age, and then either grow out of it or become worse, or, just start hiding it until... they need to be evil again. I don't know. It's kind of messed up to say that, but it's true. Geez, now I'm sounding all paranoid like my brother. They're just up to no good. I can feel it, Joey. June 12th, 1994. Dear Diary. Whew. First day of summer vacation. I can't wait to get a break from all those clowns at school. Sometimes I think what I really need is a vacation from humanity, Joey. October 25th, 1994. Dear Diary, I can't believe I haven't recorded an entry since the beginning of last summer. Needless to say, I've been back to school for a while now. Next summer can't come soon enough. I came home to a drunk babysitter again. Sure, some quality adult supervision we youngsters are getting around here. She means well enough, though. Haven't heard from Pa in weeks. Last we saw of him, he popped in the house to drop off more stupid mummies and globes or whatever, then skipped off to go on more adventures. What a bozo. Also, how lame is it that he made us call him Pa instead of Dad while we were growing up? I miss Mom. If this is to be the last entry in your diary, then by gum, you're going to scare the bejesus out of whoever finds it once your snake chow. November 11th, 1994. Dear Diary, forgive my hasty and nervous scrabbling. I'm kind of scared, but maybe also a bit excited. Anyway, I can talk lots now. There's this sly and cunning monster on the prowl. Possibly hungry for kid meat too, so I've got to... Okay, I don't have a darn clue what I've got to do, but I'll fill you in later once I do it. Joey. Satisfied you've done your duty vis-a-vis posterity in case the worst should happen. You relock your diary and hide the key again. Safe and sound. Okay, well, I hope that was important. You really like this poster, but can't really see why. It's pretty, and you like the expression on Ballerina's face. You wonder if this is what it's like when adults go to museums to look at actual art. You hope so. You give it a good hard stare. Yeah, you're appreciating the heck out of this art. It would be difficult, if not impossible, for anyone to appreciate it more. Anything else? Rubik's? Oh, they have so many Rubik's cubes. Really get a charge out of this game. It's kind of bossy, though. Alright, that's where you put the walkie-talkie batteries. You'll just take them back out. Okay, one more game for old time's sake first. June's probably fine. Oh boy. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep this up. I'm not going to try super hard. Oh, looks like the green button isn't working. Well, nostalgia satisfied. You might as well scavenge the batteries. Success! The walkie-talkie works like a charm now. A charm with battery power. You feel pretty pleased with yourself. It would seem you lot just solved your first puzzle of many on what is sure to be a sweeping adventure full of mysterious brain busters. Then again, putting batteries in a thing isn't technically solving a puzzle, you suppose. It is just overcoming a minor inconvenience that you created yourself using mundane, wildly available modern technology. Before we talk on the walkie-talkie, let's take a look out here. Poor puppy. If that icky snaky thing hurt her, well, you'd use your budding veterinary skills to patch her up and make it all better, but you'd also be very angry. Right now, she doesn't seem to want to come out of her just doghouse. You don't blame her. The sun has just set, making for a glorious autumn eve. As such, autumnal evening glory radiates from the heavens, kissing the clouds on its way down to earth. Stupid clouds, all untouchable and ephemeral and stuff. Why couldn't we ride them or eat them like a cotton candy? Remember when you were raking up those leaves? Your dog knocked Jude over and you laughed, and then everything turned to monsters. Ah, memories. Yikes. More of them? Gentrification is a real monster. Blistering social commentary aside, you sincerely hope you and your brother aren't killed and eaten by these eyeless horrors. Yikes, more of them? Oh, it's just the same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing. It'd be nice if those monsters were as weirded out by that weird skull fountain as you are. Unfortunately, that thing is probably monster cheek. You briefly muse on the metaphorical significance of a flashing light. What could it represent? The past, the future? America! It's your stupid brother. You need to get in touch with him. Is there anything else I might have missed on here? The story keeps happening. Just look at this childlike empress. She sure looks pretty pleased with herself for someone who's only in the movie for about 5 minutes. Ginger Rogers. Gosh, she's really something. The greatest tap dancer who ever clattered gracefully across the screen. Probably? No. Wait, definitely. And still kicking. The bounty hunter's advice for dealing with monsters would probably be to shoot them, or change your shape, or both at once. She's cool, but pretty difficult to emulate. Hot step in. You don't really perform the styles of dance that make this movie such a pulse-pounding barn burner of a smash hit, but you would certainly like to someday. Canadian Campfire Spookums is the best. It's about these kids who get together in the woods every week, and one of them throws some dust in a fire, and then they tell a scary story, and that scary story is the episode. You guess you kind of focus more on the framing narrative than you did on the stories, but whatever. It's the best, just like you said. Midnight Society gathered here today to tell the tale of Hiveswap. Acorn Shadow is surprisingly dark for a show about a group of horse friends. It canters down some troubling psychological roads. Wonder what that reminds me of. Magical Animal Companion Heel Rescue is your favorite Japanimation. It's about this girl, Shika, who goes to school sometimes and has a regular life. Boring, yeah. But whenever a magical animal has been hurt, Shika becomes Princess Shika and rides her deer companion to go heal them. That's the whole thing. It's great. No fighting, just healing. You love it. You love Block Hustle, the game of descending columns that disappear as lines are filled, but you could only find a poster of the American box art. What could possibly go wrong? That's what Bubsy would say if he were here. You'd never stop saying it. You'd hear it in your head forever, echoing like screams across still water. I swear to goodness gracious, I did not have a fever dream. I think for a while on Twitter or Tumblr, one of those two things, I saw people doing art of like Bubsy being transgender, and that's fine and all, but it was like so trippy, like just like, and then I never see it again, and I'm like, okay, I guess that person was just done doing that. Second Mom. This game is only available in Japan, but there's this kid at school who says his uncle works at games company, and he says he gets to play all sorts of secret games before they even come out here. He runs off at the mouth like he has all this insider information and sources inside the game companies, but honestly, you think he's just desperate for attention. You tend to ignore him and focus on more pleasant things, like the super cool poster, Second Mom Rules. Okay. Did I miss anything on this side? Yeah. This should be pretty safe on the shelf, which is the point of shelves, you suppose. That's just the... Ow. Is this books? Something different? You got more pressing... Oh, okay, no. It's 11th of November. Today started off just like any other day, with another sunrise, the sound of songbirds going hog wild out there in the trees, but their songs have all but stopped. And now there's something else going hog wild out there. You don't know what it is, but it ain't birds, and it sure as heck ain't hogs. Mark? You've already marked today's date as part of your daily routine. If anyone claims he didn't exist on the date of November 10th, 1994, you can shove that big red X right in their face and prove them wrong. You're not going out there for good reason, and you still need to warn your brother about that snake monster. You could be heading right for him right now. Alright. You've got a couple books on the subject, but tap dancing, the preferred hot stepping of the unpretentious working class, has largely been snubbed by the literary elite. I am gonna slur my words like crazy because I'm bad at speech. Let's just keep tap dancing on stuff. You're a very appreciative audience, as always. Surprisingly, no one fell off the shelf this time. It's too soft to getting good acoustics for your tapping. Oh wait, I never looked at a computer. Your modem always makes a mighty racket logging you on. Probably not worth riling up any hallway snakes to surf your sites right now. It's not like there's much new to see anyway. You're sure that Jude would have let you know if anyone in your web ring had updated their sites. It has no effect. Maybe try tapping the keys next time instead of tapping your feet. Sound like a great to startle some baby animals. You're having none of it. We're gonna do everything we can to ignore the brother. Sir Bappy Pawsweater disdains tap dancing, which he calls the staccato stumbling of the plebeian herd. And wow, that stings. You could dance to your video games, and of course you have, but tap dancing tends to rattle the old console so much it freezes on occasion. It's not a great tap dance accessory. You don't need your help. They don't need your help to fall. Just pull the tab on the side. So, okay, they need your help, but not your dancing. The bounty hunter would be pretty excellent at any style that featured a turning the ball in midair maneuver. And what style wouldn't benefit from such a maneuver? Why, none of them. Your tap dancing idol, of course, after your mom. But Ginger's a close second. She's just amazing. Tap dance on the Bubsy. No one could dance to the Bubsy theme. Not even Bubsy. He just thrashes around like a jerk. And then smirks at you like he just totally blew your mind. Sometimes you hate living in the 90s. This game apparently has really cool music. By searching online, you're able to briefly hear a few seconds of it. The download only took you a few hours. Wow, living in the future sure is amazing. Oh, the music in Block Hustle is perfect for tap dancing, but you have to play the game in order to hear it, and that's distracting. You tried having Jude play while he worked out a routine, but he refused to play ever since he found out the game is Russian. Okay, alright. He had a routine inspired by this movie, but it was just way too long. Yes, you could say it felt always not stopping. Alright. Oh, no, that's not tap dance. Tap dance is great and fun, but it's like doing your taxes at church compared to what's going on in that poster. I just noticed there was two gals, which is interesting edit. What if you couldn't stop dancing? That'd be scary if it didn't describe your life already. Joey Claire, extraordinaire. Little routine. Clopping their hoof is now horses count. Clopping their hoof is now horses count. What? Except the titular Acorn Shadow, of course. It's too busy burning a land of galloping green flames to do horsey math tricks. Oh, Princess Sheikah could never be a tap dancer. Her feet end in deer hooves. She just couldn't get the right percussion going with those velvety things. What happens if I tap dance on the picture? Your mom was a great dancer. Tap, swinging, ballroom, bolero, even wild experimental stuff like contact improvisation. Ballet was her passion, though, and she was transcendent. Tap dancing actually freaks out your dog out pretty badly. You suppose it's the ribald firework-like percussion of your toes and heels clacking against the hardwood floor that does it. In fact, you don't even really have to suppose. You're pretty much certain. I didn't even look. The little girl there, she's destined for big things. Big hopes, big fears, big worries, big loneliness. Wait, no, wait. I already did read that. Alright. You couldn't tap dance your diary open. Although if you wanted, you might be able to tap dance it off the desk. If you wanted to. You don't want to, though. You're going to go ahead and head that line of reasoning off at the pass. That's not the way to open your diary. It was just an idle thought. You need your diary key to open your diary, period. Alright. That's obviously the wrong school of dance for this poster. You need to put your suitable shoes on for this, by which you mean to dance in front of a poster. Alright, alright. Had enough messing around. Oh wait, I just have to... Jude, you there? Are you alright? Yes! Been covertly signaling status requesting yours. Over. You mean the lantern? I don't know Morse code. Would never use such easily decipherable code. Over. Enemy agents everywhere. Over. Wait. Over. Unover. Still unconfirmed vis-a-vis your condition following enemy serpent encounter. Over. Please report bite status. How many and how gross? I'm fine. I'm fine. No bites, weirdo. But thank you for asking. It was a close one. Great. Was worried. Over. That reminds me, if they shut the door on it, I think I heard it clomping off back down the stairs. I don't think you should leave your treehouse anytime soon. It might be headed back your way. No plans of leaving current situation of location yard. Crawling of cryptid vanguard. Over. Wait it out then? Cryptid vanguard? Cryptid vanguard? Missing big picture, Joey. Over. Okay, maybe a little less obtuse then. Purely defensive posture, tactically suicidal. Monsters, likely just distraction. Could have obscured additional agents on approach. Over. Do you mean like more monsters, or can't discuss on unsecured channel, can't be certain who's listening? But evidence points to Ontari's class, a conspiracy cascade. Over. What? Over? Relieved you're taking this seriously. Are you totally prepared to begin forward operations? No going back now, Joey. Over. I was making fun of you, dweeb. I'm not going anywhere. Trust crucial on the battlefield, Joey. Hoping presence of monsters has tipped equation away from typical skepticism. Over. I trust you. Oh, okay, that's fair. Okay, what do I need to know? Your current position, not secure. Large yard-facing windows. Location compromised to enemy. Situation rapidly deteriorating. Must abscond to attic, Joey. Over. The attic? Yes, the attic. Strong door. Well stocked with tactical material. Take left out of bedroom. Go upstairs. Highest room in house. Over. I know what the attic is, Jude. It was just a weird suggestion. What else is new? More inscrutable rambling from my treehouse lunatic brother? Don't understand. You sounded confused. Trying to help. Over. Look, just shut up, okay? I'll sneak up there, lock the door, and you can... Call the cops? Negative. I should have known. Must assume local law enforcement compromised. Alright. 911 blocked our number after all your prank calls. Drills. Not pranks. Xenomorph incursion preparedness drills. Look. Failed miserably by Fat Cat Xenomorph collaborators of Haunt Switch PD. Jude. On our own. As a house, as a species. Over. Jude, I'm going to go to the stupid attic, okay? I'm sorry for being mean. Do you have your weapon? Over. What weapon? What weapon? You mean my old weapon? What for? Serpents swarming everywhere. Over. You want me to fight them with a flashlight? Don't blame you for being nervous of high concentration of serpent presence. Must be brave. Your brother believes in you and knows he can beat the serpents. Over. Stop saying serpents. Do you recall where weapon is? Over. Yeah. It's in the closet. Understood. All set then. Over. No, I mean the hall closet. Crap. Over. Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to take your word about all this. You are sure about all this, right? Absolutely, extremely certain. Over. Over and out, squirt. Alright, let's peek into the hallway. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Looks like the coast is clear for now. Better hurry over to the hall closet and retrieve your weapon before the crafty old serpent you mean Snake can get the drop on you. Crafty old serpent, you mean. Snake can get the drop. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna be able to beat... Okay, I have another call from the bro. So I should get my old weapon from the hall closet and head up to the attic, right? Affirmative. Also, refrain from excess chatter. Over. Alright, yeah, bye. Could alert monsters. Over. Yeah, I got it. I'm going. Bye. Can't be too careful. An espionage game, Joey. Silence golden. Over. Jude, shut up. Remember one time on training mission couldn't keep my trap shot. Who boy really landed us in a pickle. Over. You never had any training. I'm turning off the walkie-by. Over and click. Clear my throat from all that. It's your mother's jewelry box, a priceless heirloom of immeasurable sentimental value. Also, there appears to be some of your brother's empty cans of Pringles. Ah, gee, I wonder what's this referencing? This thing's always given you the creeps, but that didn't stop you from patching it up after Jude accidentally ripped it from an experimental foamless dart. Tap dance onto the ancestor Muppet. Ugh, no. The change would rattle, and geez, it'd be horrible. No! You might jostle your mom's jewelry box off the table. Let's try touching it with this. You're not even sure he wants out. Just look at him. From the first and the last to Dark Gun War of Jude, Belinda here provides great cover for those who refuse to use firearms, namely you. You try to distract him with your tap dancing and then stick a dart on him. It didn't work. At all. She might topple over. What a cooler way to kill a ballerina than tap dancing her to death. No, you'd never forgive yourself. She seems unimpressed. For such a beautiful work of art, she has lousy taste. It's a globe-like sculpture with an arrow that conveniently alerts you to the location of the ceiling. Ah, so that's where it is. Thank you. Globe-like structure. Spin it. You give it a tap. Wow, look at it go. Well, that was stimulating. Your progressive footwork seems to set off its eternal gyroscope or whatever. Maybe it's a tap dance detector? Your potential esteem for this relic rises slightly. Equally mysterious. No, you take that back. What were you thinking? Your heirloom is at least 7 Babysitters Club's mysteries more mysterious than the globe-like sculpture. That's a huge gulf, and a difference of degree is a difference of kind. You've always felt this to be true. Ooh. Foreshadowing. Alright. Huh. Jude insisted the terrified horse was being abducted. Your counter-argument completely schooled him. This painting now commemorates your triumph and a particularly spectacular equine nativity. Alright. I love the work they put into this. This gun can shoot a stream of water up to 50 feet away. Too bad you don't use guns. You don't use guns. Alright. This lady was just hanging out in her altogether... Wait. Hanging out in her altogether, which you mean... Wait. Am I reading this right? This lady was just hanging out in her altogether, which you mean... Who are you to judge? Except it made you slightly uncomfortable. Oh, it was just hanging out. Oh, I see. So you churched her up a little. You feel kind of silly about it now, but whatever. You're like 8. Nah, don't ever censor art. Ooh, perspective change. Jude recommended you grab your strife weapon from the hall closet and head up to the attic as quick as you can. You're sticking with that plan for now. Hold on. Okay, that's just the attic. We'll come back here. I can look at the doorway. The hallway seems spookier from this side. Frankly, you feel a little spookier yourself, just basking in its spooky aura. Spooky. Alright. Can I tap dance on the door? No. I'll do my shenanigans once we're supposed to go up here. So, also, particularly this set right here, that's now a reference to Homestuck. It used to be a He-Man set. Specifically, Skeletor's, castle, I believe. Let's take a look. Can we look? Oh, no looking at it. Alright, fine. Oh, we can? No. Okay. Was too excited. This is the door to your neurotic dork of a brother's maximum security bedroom. He keeps it locked up tight because of all the silly conspiracy work he does in there. You sincerely doubt you'll be entering this room anytime soon. But really, why would you even want to? It's full of nerd stink and goober crud. Not to mention it's where his pet usually lurks. You love all animals, but just the same, that's one you'd rather just let Jude deal with. Tap dance on the door. Percussive motion might set up Jude's pet, which is the last thing you feel like dealing with right now. I don't remember his pet, actually, from when I played last. No way! Your mom left it to you, and Jude probably wouldn't even care about it, because it doesn't have anything to do with aliens. I wish we could look at this beautiful Japanese work, or Japanese-like work. Oh yeah, we can. You've always been a bit creeped out by the monster in the water. It feels like the eye is following you, but only sometimes. Okay. Light Bright. You're Light Bright. So Light Bright was cool, but almost every other like copyright holder of different toys were like, no, we don't want you, and we don't want this. We want you to put this in your game. It's hours of fun, with a number of hours and degree of fun dependent on the power of your imagination, which in your case means many hours and a lot of fun. Very occasionally, your precious heirloom shines eerily in the dark, not unlike a Light Bright. You can't remember exactly when this has happened, but you can picture it so clearly in your mind's eye that you're certain it's true. Your heavy, rapid tap stomps would send those little pigs scattering across the floor, maybe even under your still tapping feet. You might just slip and roll across them, down the hall, to the edge of the stairs, and tumble down them, breaking every single bone in your body. Ugh! Every single bone! There's just no way you can take that risk. It's the hallway closet. If memory serves, there's a box full of some old belongings of yours in here. You wonder if it has what you're looking for. Please let me look at Jawsome. Jawsome to the max. It's not locked, at least. It's not locked. At least you don't think it is. Maybe give that old doorknob a whirl while you're jamming your precious heirloom into the keyhole. Tap dance on the door. Forceful, aggressive tap dancing is a good backup if the door refuses to budge. But maybe you could try to open it with your hands first. Oh wait, can I look at this? This lamp's not even plugged in, but there are at least 9 possible light sources in your immediate area, so maybe you got lost in a typically well-illuminated shuffle. A little small for a stage, but that lamp might do for a spotlight if it weren't kind of the opposite of a spotlight. You don't know. Those two don't share a visual motif. On the other hand, maybe that's what the locked dresser wants you to think. Oh, was there another? Did I miss? Okay, no, the key doesn't fit, which is a shame because you take back what you thought before. There's some aesthetic similarities for sure. You think back to before, back to when this closet door was shut. You had a reasonably good guess about what was inside, but now, your guess is even more reasonable. Nothing? Okay. Nothing? That box probably has the stuff you need, but you can't reach. You wonder what your next step should be. Sorry about that if I was loud. Actually, your tap shoes might be the solution to this problem if you could just get a good stomp going. You might be able to tumble that box right off the shelf. Let's try reaching for it anyway. You can't search the box while it's still up on the shelf. I love that part of adventure game, just doing everything that you're not supposed to do and you know you're supposed to do, but you do it anyway. No. Your precious heirloom doesn't seem to want to go in a ratty cardboard box that you forgot was in the closet. You can tell, because you don't put it there. Alright. And ballet shoes. Wonder what's stashed in there. Nothing fragile, you hope. You pick through the box and find your flashlight and an old pair of ballet slippers. These will come in handy. Oh hey, there's some pet treats in here too. You keep caches of these all over. Never know when you'll need to treat a pet. You go ahead and try your flashlight. Click, click. No dice. Another battery problem. You open it up. Wait, there were no batteries in here at all. Just a bunch of stupid pogs. Dang it, dude. Eee, pog. Pog. I wish I could do pog shop in my own chat. Oh no, I didn't mean. Okay, I didn't mean to click. I was clicking off and back. All right. Guess what? It's full of your stupid pogs. Crap, forgot about those. Please keep safe. Over. No, let's keep the pogs. Fine. Okay, but I'm not going to take especially good care of them. Please protect Molder at all costs. Over. Ugh. You and Molder. This Scully pog is obviously where it's at. Terms acceptable. Keep them safe. She's yours. Over. So I guess I head up to the attic now. That is the plan. Over. I better shake a leg then. Affirmative. Over and out. Okay, I can now put pogs on anything. It would have made more sense to just leave them in the closet. You try to feed this to one of the few things in this hallway that doesn't have a mouth. Very tenacious, Joey. Ballet. Sounds like a bold and exciting way to break the heck out of a lamp. Thank goodness you had an extra pair hidden away in there. You're actively thanking goodness. Right this minute, in fact. No? Nothing? You've used the light bright in some low-budget performances you put on. It's surprisingly evocative backdrop, if you do say so yourself. And by goodness, you certainly do say so yourself. No. Use the pegs, not the pogs. Light bright needs its pegs. Pogging is not recommended. No, pogging is highly recommended right now. Pog. No pogs of this guy. Thankfully. Pog. You cast a few tokens before the feet of the local totem of combat. You feel her gratitude pour out in wave after wave of power. Getting stronger. You can do anything. No, it's gone. Oh well. She doesn't look hungry. She does look strong, however. One day you hope to be as strong as this beautiful, powerful giant woman. Giant woman, giant woman. Oh, I already looked at that. You show her a few steps, nothing shy. Too bad. She could put the calves in cavalier. Or calves in cavalier. Pog. You slip a few under the door. When all this is over, when everything that's gone wrong has been set right again, when the monsters live on only in your nightmares, then he'll know that you have some of his pogs. Ugh. You don't want to accidentally agitate Jude's pet. He's in his treehouse, remember? And he makes a pretty lousy audience anyway. Pog. Right. Pringles cans. Why didn't Jude put the Pogs on those instead of in your flashlight? A sudden rush of disgust threatens to overwhelm your senses as you realize those Pringles cans may actually be full of Pogs. You bury this thought like a just-stung child covering a half-smashed, twitching wasp under fanatic fistfuls of dirt. Hiding some pet treats in Jude's Pringles would be a pretty good prank, but the specter of running out of treats later, right when you meet a cute new animal friend, looms large. Doing ballet while wearing your mom's jewelry one day. It makes you feel really good to think about, but also hurts. You want to be the best in the world first. You can't wear her stuff until then. Why did it open up? Huh, interesting. It opened up. Oh no. I wonder, well, I don't know why I said it, oh no, but... Your mom's jewelry box. This is where you found your heirloom when you were very young, not long after what happened. It was just nestled in there among her fine, beautiful jewels, and you just took it. You had just this feeling like you had to keep it safe. Maybe you wanted something of hers to be just for you. It's open though. Can't do anything. It won't let me. Pog the thing. You don't understand the function of this gaudy, goofy thing. Plus, get a load of this globe with the arrow through it. Put the treat in there. This, you don't actually know what the heck this thing is, despite it being perched right outside your bedroom door, but you're basically positive that it's not a birdcage. So there's no reason to stock it with tasty treats. You tread lightly, producing no disturbance to its balance. Well, that's what ballet is for, apparently. Pog the gun. Sounds like a recipe for SOGs. You know this joke is bad, but you kind of don't care, because you don't like Pogs or guns. If you could somehow rig this thing up to exclusively fire treats into expected amounts of cute animals... No! It's not safe! They might choke! Curse you again, guns! You've used your ballot to dodge Jude's awareness training ambushes many times. In fact, he's never actually hit you. You're either excellent at dodging or he's really lousy shot. Or both! Could always be both. They're going to need to add some diesel if you want to use this flashlight to serve any purpose other than an emergency Pog storage container and very poorly designed paperweight. Let's try going over here. You got your strife weapon back. Time to head up to the attic, right? You've taken a leap of faith with Jude on this one, but he seems to at least think he knows what he's talking about. Okay. But before we do, we're going to Pog all over the room. Oh, we can look at her stuff. The door to your room, heavily personalized, of course. Jude thinks he's the only one who can nerd up his door, but you showed him too can, and in fact will, play at that game. Let's Poggle over her room. I wonder, that sounds weird. You rifle through the Pogs. No wizards. You're not surprised. Wizards are pretty out right now. It'd be a different story if he was like a mutant wizard from the future or something. They couldn't make enough Pogs of him then. Give a treat. A wizard is not a pet. It is a powerful ally, but it cannot be tamed. Like their beards, they are regal, resplendent, and incurably unruly. You do a few steps from Twirlin' Merlin. Thus far, unfinished circuits of which they met. That was the Scissor Saison. See, that was a slightly different one. Pog the ballerina. There aren't any trophies for being the best Pogs player. You just get to keep the other kids' Pogs, which is really more like punishment. Oh, she never indulges. That's why she's the best. Discipline. There's a poster hanging up in the library at school that says, reading is a real slammer. There aren't even any books on the poster. It's just a kid playing with pogs in space. Lots of beloved pets in these books. None of them are the kinds of books where the beloved pets die, though. You can spot those a mile away, usually by the cold, mercenary glimmer of their Newberry metal. Pog the calendar. Nothing about pogs on your calendar this month. Gosh, what a dork you must be. Pog this thing? The little light bulb cooker is too weak to function as a garbage incinerator. Cook the treats. What a cute idea. You can warm the treats up a little bit before passing them to an excited pet. In fact, this idea is so good you've actually had it before and done it. Your dog gave no obvious sign that they preferred the warmed up treat, but you could tell. Oh yeah, they loved it. Wait, is there something? No, it's just a bed. Pog on the animals? You give Jude a lot of sass about his pogs, but you guess maybe they're a little childish with all these stuffed animals. You are a little childish with all these stuffed animals and games and whatever. Are you too old for this stuff? You really actually don't know. You're never too old for this. Straight up, that mentality is just outdated and wrong. You can have all the stuffed animals and stuff you want as an adult, as a kid, as long as you don't make it like your entire life, I guess. You guess you would know what you're supposed to be like at your age if maybe you had more friends your own age, or like a mom maybe. Your babysitter tells you you're perfect, but that's what she's always said your whole life. So she's clearly not a trustworthy source, because otherwise she would have told you what was wrong with you. Oh, I think I think she's just a nice babysitter. Wait, was there a third thing? Ugh. Just, ugh. Okay. Treats for cuties. You'll leave him a couple, just for fun. But, wait. What if one of those monsters smells the treat and breaks in here, thinks the meat smells from your stuffed animals, and no, you can't. You can't risk it. Alright. No response. You feel like ballet might be a little highbrow for this crowd. You sure do have a lot of girl stuff. I guess that's because being a girl rocks. You love it. You love to do ballet and make cakes and solve puzzles and study medicine and beat the bejesus out of monsters with your flashlight and sick kicks. You know, your girl stuff. God. Ugh. Sorry. My throat is just sore for some reason. I just probably haven't, like, read and talked this much in a while. Pog the bed. Pretty crummy substitute for a sleepy time stuffed animal companion, honestly. Especially when you have so many of those close by already. Nah, they are already irresistible to pretty much all animals. Why gild a lily? Better luck next time. Or thyme, you suppose. She's overwhelmed by the beauty of your movements. She's definitely crying on the inside. You might look inside just to confirm it. Yep, that's one damp, salty womb. Crying in the wound. Oh yeah, that's right, that thing. Oh, I never clicked on this? Your babysitter got you this junior veterinarian's med kit. It's kind of important to you, so you think you'll leave it here for now. It would really bust you up if something happened to it. Pog the med kit. No pogs in this batch feature a no pogs in this batch feature a junior veterinarian, or any veterinarian really. It's all just cartoon characters and graffiti gangs and weird looking creatures usually. You don't have any Clarissa pogs, sadly. Probably because these are actually Jude's pogs, not your pogs. Jude is more of a Ferguson than a Clarissa, obviously. Give her a treat. Here you go, Clarissa. Give these to your pet baby alligator. That thing is going to be a problem for you one day. It's a cute idea, but it wouldn't be safe. A pet might smell the treat, get all excited, and try to chew their way into the medkit and hurt themselves. There's a little pair of scissors in there after all, and some peroxide, and some gauze. None of that is good for pets to try to eat. You guess one day you'll have to choose which dream to follow. Do you want to be a veterinarian who also dances a lot, or a world-class dancer who volunteers in an animal clinic in your spare time? You can't have it both ways. I guess being a dancer would pay more. Or no, a veterinarian might pay more. No, wait. But I guess money isn't everything. You guess one day you'll... Oh, it's just the same thing. Pog this. No, pog that. Ah, yes, the perfect accessory. The one thing your look was missing. Some pogs. You'll make sure to put some in here. Your clothes closet, just as soon as you settle the other minor obligations you have. Treat. All your clothes have a sealed emergency pouch of pet treats tucked away carefully into the pockets at all times. Except the ones you're wearing. You already gave those treats to your dog earlier to address the emergency that they looked very cute and did a nice trick. Luckily, you had these backups squirreled away in the hall closet. And, in all of your other clothes in this closet. Yeah, your slippers are in the hallway closet. You don't actually remember how they got there? Kind of weird in retrospect. Jude Pogs. There's this cool Scully one, but the rest are all dumb cartoons, vague, rebellious graffiti, and bad video games. We can read. Pet treats. Animals love these, except the most dangerous animal of all. Man. Wow. You blew your own mind there for a second. This was your mom's, but you aren't sure what it is. It looks like a key, but to what? You have a deep down feeling that it's important somehow. Better keep it close. These are your tap shoes. They enable the tap dance. Your tap dancing lessons also deserve a little credit. Ah, beautiful, comfortable, satin ballet slippers. Like dancing on a cloud. Unlike the canvas shoes you wear for class, which are like dancing on far less luxurious cloud. Pog the computer. You wish there was some quick and easy way to buy Pogs using the computer. Then you could maybe sell these for some fast cash. Oh, if only you knew. Your computer isn't a pet, but it is a treat. Well, sometimes. A lot of other times it's just really frustrating. Obviously, she hasn't come across computer pets yet. Ballet and computers. Spend enough time with either and you'll experience a lot of clicking. In all seriousness, the sensation of clicking hips is no joke, and you're glad you've been lucky enough not to experience it in your personal ballet journey. Yikes, clicking hips. No, I already did that. Careful not to mix these up. You'd hate to reach for a critter treat and come back with like a Ren or a Stimpy or a Doug Funny. Oh, and why not? What's wrong with Doug? Your mom loved animals, as you well know. She had the grace of a gazelle and the ferocity of a much, much angrier gazelle. You shoved down the edges of the pog with the toothy side of your heirloom. It will now be used to solve lots of different puzzles throughout your house. Good work. Haha, just kidding. You don't do that, because that would be ridiculous and an insult to your puzzling skills. Pog. The mommals would never let their little babies anywhere near Pogs, because it would be a choking hazard, and also because the mommals clearly have great taste. You kind of tap the pet treats against the open mouths of the baby animals on the poster to simulate the process of feeding them. Tastes good, doesn't it? You're almost certainly ruining their suppers. Deal with it, moms. It's a cute idea, but babies aren't really ready for dancing, even animal babies, who are a lot more capable than, say, human babies. Human babies are kind of pathetic and helpless, all things considered. Give the pog to this dude. These little relics of cultural fall are so far beneath his dignity, you are unsure he'd even perceive them. Make a little stack of them, and he's sure to slip on the invisible hazard, possibly falling to his death. What an enticing and perplexing mystery for the Mantro Chap Justice Division. Give him a treat. Oh, no. From the back of the box, the bold, invasive genetic procedures that produce the Mantro Chaps and all their resplendentness also left them with a debilitating allergy to almost all forms of sustenance. Feed your Mantro Chaps from their wet whistle flasks or not at all, lest they suppurate, then separate. You're not 100% sure what that last part means, or if it's an actual thing that your toy can do, but you're 100% sure you don't want to see it. You're good, but you're not sure you're ready to perform for such a gentleman throw of breeding. What if he gave you a scathing review in his gossip periodical? You'd be ruined. Hold on a moment. What was the mute? Give me a moment. I'll be just a second. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. My family just needed help with something on their thing. Hopefully they won't interrupt me again this time. Oh, it might happen since I'm just going to be streaming for a while. Anyway, what was I doing? I was just messing around with stuff. I also need a battery. Pog the computer. When it's the best and worst toys in the entire house, maybe in the entire world. Wow, it's the best and worst toys in the entire house. Maybe in the entire world. Maybe in any world. Okay, let's not go crazy. Lots of these games have cute pets in them. As cute pets, yes, no, is one of the primary criteria in your purchase matrix. It takes a graceful step to avoid tripping on these as you make your way across your bedroom in the dark. Luckily, you have grace to spare. You're tempted to dump these out the window like Captain Planet sorted out, but what if a bird thought it was food and tried to eat it? Birds can be pretty dumb. You've hurled treats down to your dog before, but you usually open the window first. There also usually weren't any monsters flying around directly outside the window, ready to swoop in and tear your face off at the first opportunity. The sill no, is a little too narrow for you to dance on it. Otherwise, you'd do it in a heartbeat, obviously. Maybe there's another thing that we cannibalize. Pog. You don't want to get this garish garbage anywhere near your beautiful print. Treat? What kind of dog would she be? An imponteur? Wow. Wow. That was terrible. The ballerina is print as your inspiration. She looks too graceful and fluid. You hope to one day look like either of these things. This movie predated the whole Pog explosion by like a decade, so there aren't any Pogs of it. A big point in its favor, frankly. Oh, the bounty hunter has just no time for garbage discs. She's too busy being incredible and good and strong and brave. Yeah, there's some bubsies in the mix. A branding synergy forged in the fires of hell. You read a rumor on the net, a ridiculous rumor, that there might be a second Mon Pogs, scratch and sniff ones. You're so mad at this outrageous lie that you immediately turn your computer off without even shutting it down first. You didn't even regret it. Much. It's true. Look in your heart, it's true, Joey. Block Hustle is a much better game than Pogs, which can barely be called a game at all. Looking at your hot stepping poster and at these stupid Pogs, it can be hard to believe you and your brother are actually related. You don't really dwell on it though, because you are already back to looking at your poster. Nope, they don't have Pogs in Canada yet. Lucky jerks. Lucky, polite, sweet, socially conscious jerks with better medical aid usually. The colorful aesthetic and slightly too dark for children tone of Acorn Shadow lends itself well to Pogs. You're forced to admit. It doesn't make you like Pogs more, it just makes you like Acorn Shadow a little less. No. Magical Animal Companion Heel Rescue is a Japanese Japanimation. They do not have Pogs in Japan. You think. You haven't personally checked or anything. Nor don't want to know, probably. Actually, wait. Sprinkling crumpled pet trees on your desk sounds like a great way to get a bunch of new pets. Some ants. These are Jude's, and you don't want to give him any more reason to fail to snoop around in your room. Also, they're garbage, and you don't want them on your dresser. You keep your dance practice clothes in here. Good guess, you think, but that doesn't really make any sense, so you stop thinking it. Alright, I think I'm done. Let's see if there's any sort of battery thing around. Maybe this has a battery. Actually, I'm not even sure if there is any sort of... I thought maybe. Perhaps it's in the attic, actually. That doesn't have any more. Oh, Pog this, actually. You suppose you could fit Pogs in each of the little windows and make a miniature Pog museum if you're so inclined. You're not, though. You're more inclined not to. I think I'm tired of reading unless I need to, so I'm gonna try to find the next step. Or the next thing to do. A bunch of stuff that should be moved into the attic. There's some toys here too that you don't play with that much anymore. Basically a pile of useless trash. You got this toy caterpillar so you could learn how to cure caterpillar diseases. But it turns out plush caterpillars don't get sick. Still pretty cute, though. Befriend the caterpillar. The caterpillar can't help you, and you can't help the caterpillar. Not a productive friendship, but at least nobody's being taken advantage of. You're loath to touch it and disturb whatever astronomically improbable equilibrium is at play. Best just to leave it be. Bunch of stuff that should be moved into the attic. Wow. On the rare occasions he is home, Pa can be heard bumping around up here, while tending to his hoard of stupid antique trash, or priceless artifacts, you mean? No, you don't. It's locked, but you need to get in here as soon as you can. You peer through the keyhole. Weird. What the heck was that thing? And how long has it been there? Hey, the attic door's locked. Cripes, forgot about that. Tactical blunder on my part, over. It's fine, no big deal. Just left the safety of my room to be eaten by monsters in the hallway because of my dorky brother sent me to the safety of the wrong side of a locked door. It's not fine, over. Jude? Panic not necessary. Still need to get you to attic, over. For safety, right. Well, whatever. I'm trusting you, I guess. Appreciate that, over. Although so far it hasn't really paid off. Joey, please, just need you to head to trophy room, over. Oh, gross. I hate that place. Why does he even need a special trophy room when our whole house is just this dumping ground for whatever garbage he picks up on his stupid adventures? We'll find key to attic there. Mysterious whims of absent father not relevant, over. Fine. Over and out. Oh, he has another thing to say. So head to the trophy room? Affirmative, over. Got it. Over and out. Very productive combo there. Can we pog the caterpillar? I just have to. You offer him one with a picture of a graffiti apple on it. It says bad to decor. He's totally not into it, and you can't blame him. That's not even a pun. It's not even anything. Oh, there's so much more stuff to look at. Let me get a drink of water. Some great photos and portraits of your mostly great family. You decide to take a closer look. Ooh la la, that there is mom looking tris glaminifique. When you grow up, you hope this is what mirrors will look like. There aren't any pictures of the three of you together, so you try to make one, through the art of competition, by hanging these three solo pictures together. It's kind of like there's a photo of all three of you, sorta. A lovely diptych of school portraits, the laser background, the bad hair days, simply perfection. Haha, Jude puts the dip in diptych. You mutter to yourself. Such an unreal burn on the unsuspecting chump, but he probably wouldn't even get it. Come to think of it, maybe neither do you? Wonder how you pronounce that word. Let me look it up. What? Say that again, Google. How do you pronounce this? Dick. What? I'm gonna say diptych. I don't care. That's too That sounds too much like Dick, honestly. It really similar. Pa and someone you presume is his sister? Nobody he's ever mentioned. Not that the two of you talk much. Kinda weird to think you might have like a second cousin out there you've never met. Maybe she died young? The old-timey times were pretty rough. You and your very good dog. Aw. Mom is the picture of grace and radiance, and Pa is just Pa. Seriously, he has ever changed his look? Sometimes you wonder if he was born with his spectacles and mustache, or at least one of the two. You and Jude have a lot of fun memories of your babysitter. By now, probably more than with Mom and Pa combined. You'd always thought of her as the kind of cool and fun older kid you wanted to be, until you got old enough to realize she's a pretty sucky role model. You wonder what her family's like, but it's probably not your place to ask. Ugh, you can't even look at this picture. You deplore cruelty to animals. One of the many ways you and your father never saw eye to eye. One of the other ways was how he never actually looked at you much, let alone at your eyes. Aw, I wonder if, could it be that you look similar to your mom? Pa used to be great with animals. You wonder what happened. Maybe. A betrayal? No, impossible. Look how good that dog is. That dog never betrayed anybody in his entire life. You would stake your entire reputation on it, the whole thing. Okay. Pog the family portraits. You're about to mess with these portraits, but on second thought, you decide to just take a closer look at them. Alright. Fine, it's probably gonna give me the same stuff if I try to mess with them more. The freaking moving thing is weird sometimes. This guy, what's he so happy about anyway? His expression probably made more sense in its original context. That is to say, whatever tomb or temple, whatever your pa plundered him from. This is probably a reference to the cherub's final stage of being giant snakes, but it also looks like Quetzalcoatl, so it's probably Quetzalcoatl, honestly, if it's not a reference to Homestuck. Well, seems the power's out. That should make the trophy room quite the adventure, which is to say, not quite the adventure you wish you were having right now. Well, it would seem the power's out. Classic psyops, over. What? Credit where it's due. Best way to destabilize countermeasures. Leave you in the dark. Literally, over. Not literally. It's still like late afternoon. I can see fine. Should have no trouble getting to trophy room then. Over. Fine then, Mr. Mission Control. Yes, great. Over and out. Nothing to say about this, huh? Okay. Makes sense. Man, this place really is like just very lived in. I'll give it that. This bookshelf contains several Pa's books, including Pistols to Pelts, How to Turn Sweet, Intelligent Animals into Weird Rugs and Stuff, Teach Yourself Taxidermy, I guess, and Safari, stories of bold men and animals they killed from a distance even though they weren't hungry and did not intend to eat them. Yeah. Pog it up. Pogs, aside from being things you flip and being made out of paper, they're pretty much the opposite of books, although those similarities aren't easy to discard now that you think about it. A pog is basically just a tiny nibble of an enormous book feast. Actually, I did have pogs a long time ago, even though they're like really, outdated now or not the big fad. When I was like a teenager, I think my friend got a hold of some pogs somehow, and they look kind of different from, I think, past pogs. Like, they were all completely solid plastic with the details, the art on them, instead of like paper in the middle. I don't know. Maybe the original pogs are like that too, but I wouldn't know. I only saw those pogs. I'm gonna stop saying pogs for a moment. Just your reliable old portable cassette player, complete with headphones. Jude can occasionally be found using it to even further isolate himself from reality. Anything else to look at? A beanbag chair, super comfy and thankfully not filled with real beans. You could take a nap, but you've got a lot going on right now, you know? There's the big screen, got the cable hookup and everything. It's your home altar, and your method of worship is listless vegetation. The gods reward you with glimpses of the divine. Clarissa, Alex Mack, and a cool green lady from Reboot. You really like her. She's cool. I actually never watched Reboot, but I know of it. Oh man. One of your pa's recent victims. You love animals. He loves killing animals and turning them into ghoulish trophies. Celebrating his victory over nature. Yeah, big man. As long as he has a big, stupid gun. It's a bear that your pa shot and turned into a trophy. Now all those friends who come in this room will think, oh, this guy shot a bear. Okay. Except he doesn't really have any friends and he's never here. So it's just a nice, big, horrifying thing for you to deal with. Pa's major totem of power. The clunky gadget controls the TV, the garage door, toaster, thermostat, and pretty much everything else with a charge running through it. It's pretty hefty. Pretty weird sentencing. I'm either reading it wrong or it's just sentenced oddly. You pop open this behemoth and score! You pocket the E-cell batteries right into the old Silodex. These batteries are so huge they don't even begin to fit. Like fitting a round pig into a round hole is a bit smaller than a pig. You need some D-cell batteries. Why do I have these then? Okay. That's okay, that one was okay. Like these are like okay, but this one's really bad. I don't like the look of that one. Look. Piano can be used to turn the slight motion of one's fingers into music. Those ivories, how they beg to be tickled, but you mustn't. Also, you can't. Why? Oh, that would be just the thing, wouldn't it? Some kind of eerie, lonely sonata to really set the tone for the adventure ahead. Something in minor key, maybe? It's a shame that would probably provoke a bunch of monsters to eat you. Oh, so you can't really play the piano. This piece was too depressing, so you gave it a nice refinishing. If your pa has a problem with it, he's welcome to say so the next time he's actually around. You wonder if you'll be driving by then. To college? Where you teach because you're an adult and 20 years have passed? Yikes. Okay. The ladies in these paintings are eerily beautiful, although maybe everyone would look like that in blue. The lamp, goodness. You'd like to meet the lady who modeled for it someday. If she's still around. Okay. This lamp makes you blush brighter than the lamp itself. You've always enjoyed this painting, particularly because the lion looks so alive. Whoever painted it must have very good imagination. Either that or they painted it very, very fast. Okay, it just looks at the... I thought I would look at the bear hospital for a moment. Boy, your paw really gets inventive with his taxidermy, huh? What a ghoul. These should probably be in a museum. It belongs in a museum. Either that or belongs to the people it originally came from. Look at this one, last one. A lot of these ladies were apparently your mom's friends. You should look them up sometime. You may avoid mentioning that your pa had blue-only portraits made of them. Although, if they were friends of Yuan, they must have had to deal with your paw on occasion. So it'd probably come as no surprise. Oh man, it's dark. This room is really giving you the creeps. You hear something breathing. Something else, you mean, besides you. Can I guess I can't move if I don't have a light. Okay, just as you passed in the living room, pulling the door shut behind you, it shuddered as something heavy and wet slammed against it from the other side. I can't see anything in the trophy room. It's way too dark. Odd. Rest of house navigable? Navigatable? Over. Considered utilizing a flashlight? Over. You mean the one you filled with your pogs? That flashlight? Joey, please. Over. No use dwelling on the past. Over. It doesn't matter anyway. Something's blocking the door to the trophy room now. Something? Over. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Strange. For now, I'll recommend focusing on restoring power before sun sets completely. Over. Oh, geez, you're right. Okay. I'll do that. Thanks for the reminder. Need electricity to retrieve key anyway. Over. What? Can't discuss over unsecured channel. Over and out. Any hot tips for getting the power back on? Power outage seems to grant invaders significant advantage. Over. That's not really a tip. That's more like just an explanation for why I'm trying to do it. Not sure what to tell you. Circuit breaker probably in basement. Over. See, that was very helpful. Thanks. Doing my best. Over and out. Jesus, man. My throat's getting... Ugh. Wait, what? These used to be stacked neatly on the shelves, but your big dog came clambering and slammed right into them. They tumbled everywhere. That was about 3 years ago. You aren't great housekeepers. The power's off, and as such, your fax machine is basically useless. This is an unacceptable state of affairs. You visualize all the delicious items that could be in the cool embrace of the refrigerator, but are not. It's empty. Food shopping has become sporadic of late. Turns out tipsy babysitters are fairly bad at responsibilities. Yikes. Look, you're not saying you'd never have home-cooked meals. Your babysitter is a pretty good chef, even. It's just, well, none of you like doing dishes, and the nice thing about takeout is you can just eat it right off the boxes, and then throw the boxes away. Of course, none of you really like taking out the trash either. Yikes. Gross. The sound you've heard since you entered the kitchen grows louder as you approach. The awful static is like nothing you ever heard, and you want to go back to not hearing it as soon as possible. You turn off the radio. It's off. It'll stay that way. You cranked it all the way down to try to stop the awful noise. You crank it a little harder and oops. You might have broken it actually. You're okay with that. That's the tuner. It's for tuning the radio. Yep. By golly. The radio is clearly, although weirdly, functional despite not being plugged in. You might be onto something here. Rumbo. That's an interesting brand of rum. I hope it's like sweet and better tasting than and not like hot garbage, hot clown alcohol garbage. Your babysitter is just really atrocious taste. You're only 14 and even you can tell this is just really crummy. I mean some gimmick alcohols are good tasting, but you know, this is fictional, so I can't tell for myself anyway. Pop open. You open the battery compartment. Okay, good. If this radio didn't need batteries to make those noises, you would have to upgrade the Spookitude to business class. Spookitude. And frankly, you can't afford that. Jackpot. These cells, you never have too many batteries, and never in too many different sizes either. Another electric device successfully powered through clever manipulation of resources in your immediate environment. You are on fire. With your flashlight fully functional and fit fighting form, you feel significantly better equipped to handle most low-light environments. And also to beat the bejesus out of any of those creeps that get too close. Although that's a last resort, of course. Your sweet, loyal dog loves that flat. Jude used to like it too when he was younger. He still likes it. This sink is full of dirty dishes. Someone should clean these up. Clean. No way. No way. You did them last time. It's Jude's turn now. You know what? After he completely ditched you for the treehouse earlier, maybe it can be Jude's turn for quite some time. Shaker full of seasonal magic spice mix. Your babysitter is a terrible cook, but she dumps this stuff all over everything and it actually tastes pretty good? Maybe it really is magic. Magic spice mix. Of course, everybody knows there's no such thing as magic. It's all faked with chemicals and stuff. Still, those chemicals are delicious. Even out of dog food? Things really have gotten desperate. You guess you can't blame your babysitter for running off to the store for groceries at what was retrospectively the worst possible time. Even if there were dog food in there, there's bound to be a bad move. That's bound to be a bad move. A dog-sensitive sniffer would get overwhelmed by the potent flavor sensations contained in this tiny shaker. Let's combine the treats. Nah, they're already irresistible to pretty much all animals. Why gild a lily? Okay, we'll stop gilding the lily. Pog it up. You don't hate pogs because they're bland. That would be a relief. They're so in your face and intense and radical. You can't stand them. Turn 12 already, pogs. This mummy is currently blocking your access to the rest of the house. He has been ever since your pa left him here months ago. No. Pog up the mummy. You try to slip one in his pocket, but the pants are too tight. Geez, look at them. They're like painted on. It's wow. What were you doing? Spice him. Whatever's keeping this fellow from rotting, it seems to be doing the trick on its own. But the minute he starts to go bad, you'll be ready to spice him. Spice him till he's fragrant. You wonder which one is older. Weird, even though you know your element is pretty old, it doesn't show any signs of wear whatsoever. It looks like it could have been made today. Feed the mummy. If you create an association in your dog's mind between mummy and food, you're gonna walk in here one morning to find a heap of linen and chewed on bones of a silly cat perched on top. I know it's messed up, but it's still funny to think of. That would shake this mummy, Napoleon guy. Oh, pardon me. A guy right out of his busy aesthetic, which would be one way to get past him, but it would make him an awful mess. Oh, you never dance with soldiers. They'll just steal your heart away and then leave on a 3-year tour. Can we go in there? Oh, it's the basement. Okay. It's a machine designed to take your clothes and wash them. You call it a washing machine. It serves its purpose admirably on the rare occasion a human being is willing to cooperate. All neat and folded. Haha, just kidding. This is obviously dirty. Your pa brought this home as a souvenir. There's nobody inside it. It's kind of like a metaphor, you guess? You're not sure you want to start down the road of analyzing your life as if it were a work of fiction. A souvenir from your pa after the trip to Hawaii? Hold on. Sorry about that. I swear, my body's just really intent on me streaming right now. Sneezing, coughing, and stuff. Yeah. You assume he's still doing that due to your not having any fresher data, or particularly caring one or another where the hell he is. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, okay. More blue ladies. These look like the same from atop. Pa loves his blue ladies portraits so much. He keeps redundant backups scattered around because it's okay if you ignore something supposedly precious to you as long as you're paying attention to something kind of similar in another location, right? You decide not to pull that psychological thread because you have important work to do, and who needs that crappy old blowhard anyway? It's a taxidermy narwhal. Yapa brought it back with him from the Arctic. He sure does get around. Lucky for him, he has this big house to dump off the animals he murders and the kids he doesn't want to raise. Hard yikes. Let's pog the night. You slot one in through a gap in the armor. You expect it to fall to make a soft plink sound, but the sound it makes can only be described as the sound a pog makes when a creeped out kid slots into a gap in an empty suit of armor left in the basement years ago by her now absent father. Jesus Christ, the longest sentences. Pog the ladies. Pogs or milk caps. The game Pogs are in your face corporate branding of actually originated in Hawaii. That isn't Hawaii's fault though, as far as you know. Wait, can we... Your babysitter sometimes cracks into your pa's special reserve, and she tends to do it down here, so you and you don't see. You aren't really sure what to say about it, or if you even have any business saying anything about it at all. It's probably not a good thing, but whatever. Honestly, shouldn't really drink till you're 21. Forgotten skiing stuff. No basement is complete without it, and your extremely limited experience. With your pa's strange affinity towards the Betty Crocker brand ever apparent, this musty old junk mainly consists of all sorts of cooking implements, ranging from the similar to the enigmatic. Really now, you can tell what a whisk is for, but some of the stuff looks downright unethical. It's also in your way. You can't reach the circuit breaker. Can we tap dance on it? Oh, that was the immediate solution, actually. Interesting. Interesting. The path to the circuit breaker is pretty clear now. Nothing really stopping you from, you know, doing something with that. You cleared the boxes away with your fancy footwork. Now just give the breaker a tug or whatever. Maybe it's because you grew up in a house where nobody really cooks, but you have no idea what to do with these cooking implements. Food! The great mystery. Pog the pile. As long as you're shoving all the garbage in the corner. No. You'll hold on to them for now. They might come in handy, as unlikely as that sounds. Pog this. They could serve as little plates or coasters, you guess, in a pinch. Pog the ladies. No. Pog the narwhal. You briefly consider dumping all of Jude's pogs in the narwhal's mouth. Then, later, when you ask where his pogs are, you'll be able to say, they're in the narwhal's mouth, you dweeb. And you won't be wrong on either account. Flip breaker. You flip the breaker and... I might actually increase the audio a teeny bit for the game. There we go. Oh no. Strike! You've got no chance of beating this thing. You gotta get away. Step on it. Scufflins. The room where it's the Storbit Serpent. I can't even keep up with everything it's being said. Graceful abscond. Prima abscond. Joe. Well, that was close. Better not tempt fate. You just barely escaped that serpent. You mean snake. You mean monster. It's just a monster. Snakes don't have legs. It has a ton of legs. Way more than you even. You're more like a snake than it is. Okay, you've gotten away from your original point a little, which is that you're not going back down there. Power back on. You're doing or psyops of encroaching forces. Over. Give you back light only to snatch it away. Describe hypothetical. Very cruel. Dealing with sick operators. Over. No, it was just me. Criminy, dude. Snake monster's down in the basement, by the way. I managed to get past him, but we'll probably need to deal with that at some point. Second encounter of said serpent, correct? Beast, wily. But sister already established superior wiliness attribute. Over. Hey, thanks, I think. Trophy room should be trivial obstacle. Over. Wait, what? Add your key, Joey. Eyes on the prize, keep me in loop. Over and out. Wait, I just realized they have a hamster tube? They have like a little hamster tube thing going on here. The tube highway that Jude's pet uses to get around the house. You haven't seen it tonight, fortunately, I mean. I want to see it. I hope it's a hamster. But if it's a rat, it might make sense why he's not liking it. Or not liking it to a degree. Those used to be stacked neatly on the... Oh, okay. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Strife! Make and flash it. Light on your feet! Light bite. Choose your battles. Wait. Let's pog it. Passion, orange, guava. Fruitless endeavor. Draw ready for this. Dun dun dun. I'm not gonna finish the rest of the song. Give it a treat. Opening course. Fletcher ice on the prize. Wait, what if... This? Spice to meet you. Pepper luck next time. Draw ready for this. Dun, dun, dun. This? Tapetizer. Main roars. Choose your battles. She's getting really chewed up here. Let's try this. Please excuse me. Chew to tango. God, the better luck next time. Better luck next time, I mean. The freaking jokes, man. Alright, just throw batteries at it. Batter up. No, that didn't work. Better luck next time. Maybe if we spice the pogs. I wouldn't throw the key. Let's try this. Too precious to weaponize. Alright, let's throw more treats. And one for seconds. Make mine a double. Alright, big guy, time for dessert. Treat to a pulp. Alright, monster inflicted death scene averted. You're unbelievably stressed out right now, and bid up. Congratulations, you absconded to rung 2, attained rank of tail-wagging tyro. Max HP increased by 12, muscle increased by 5. Congratulations, you've summed to rung 3, attained rank of minute mammal mender. Dexterity increased by 2, grace increased by 6, leverage increased by 5. You've ascended to rung 4, attained rank of peppy patterer, master noggin bop. Hubris increased by 4, courtesy decreased by 5. 2, sorry, not 5. Seems like someone sliced his big fella's hand off. Luckily he's a lefty, at least posthumously. Equip. It's a little out of season. This is a katana. You have no idea what to do with one. Wait, maybe you'll just throw it away. This is exactly the kind of thing you wish weren't in your house. Why couldn't your paw just leave their regular eyes in? Also, more importantly, leave their head attached to their body? You'd like to put something in those sockets, but what? And also, wait, why do you want to do that so much? That's weird. So, where's the key? In his desk or something? Would never leave critical item in such obvious location. Over. Okay, but like, where did you leave it? I just had to lure a hungry monster out of here with treats, and I'm not sure how much time I have for brother-sister conspiracy capers before it comes back. If room compromise, can't discuss. Countermeasures effort over unsecured line. Utilize puzzler skill set. Over. Ugh. Fine. Call back if assistance required. Over and out. It stopped at 11:11. It has been as long as you can remember. You could fix it, but why bother? It's not like you're going to make a habit out of strolling over to the worst room in your house to check the time. 11:11, huh? You've never been entirely clear on what's going on in this tapestry, but it certainly looks tense. Just look at that fire-breathing serpent beast at the bottom. And that red-eyed figure on the throne. What's their deal? Trying to take a good... Interesting. As if being dead weren't bad enough, your paw replaced his eyes with some creepy glass orbs. The light refracted in their faceted stare gives you the creeps. But are you crazy, or is there some light reflecting off his antler too? Maybe it bears closer examination. There's something odd about the antlers. You can't quite put a finger on it, or can you? Maybe in a literal sense? Whoa, that sure did something. Hello? I did the thing. What thing? Over. I turned on a laser, but that's it? Nothing else is happening. Thought you were Puzzle Master. Was wrong, it seems. Hold on, over. I believe this calls for burns. McGruff Crime Dog experiences trouble. Unbelievable. Over. Wait. Disregard previous burn. Superior burn formulated. Ace Ventura, pet detective. Please respond if ice required. Over. Pff, nice try, dork. Maybe if you were a real tactician, you'd manage to get your burns out on the first try instead of requesting do-overs. Pride wounded but unable to protest. Have been informed mildly contentious banter cumbersome with squad camaraderie. Over. Yeah, anyway. How am I supposed to solve this thing? This clearly a puzzle thing that cries out to be solved. Use marbles. Over. I'm thinking as hard as I can, you know, I like puzzles. Wouldn't be asking if we're in an emergency. Actual marbles. Over. What are you talking about? Trivial, really. Over. What marbles? I don't have any marbles. You don't? It's none nearby. Over. No. Oops. Over. You are now Jude Hardley. Let me get a good drink of water. And though tonight is apparently the night you've been preparing for, laying so many preparations and countermeasures and countermeasures against, it would seem you made a rare tactical blunder. The marbles that Joey needs to disengage your strategic defense globe are here in your treehouse. Time to call in the lone gunbirds. Tactical error. Consolidated all marbles here in treehouse to prevent attic key from falling into wrong ads. Over. Additionally, forgot about doing that. Over. No cause for concern putting top agent on it. Over. Wait, who? Wait, who? Did you get in touch with one of your friends, or... Oh god. You mean one of your pigeons, don't you? Over and out. I would make it sound like more nerdy Morse or something, but I don't know. I think it's just more funnier to give him, like, deeper, but still, like, stupid conspiracy voice. You dropped your favorite pair of binoculars when you were, retreating from the big serpent. These are actually your secondary auxiliary binoculars, your ox nox sword. Your careful records of the activity of the mysterious figures you often see prowling around in the woods. Joey didn't buy it, but the sudden influx of monsters may have changed her stance. 12 U.S. Congress members suspected of cult activity. How far can this go before someone finds the truth? Yesterday, blah blah blah. Conspiracy, unnatural fog. Down near hill. Burning evidence. Okay. More conspiracy stuff he did. You keep smashing geodes in case they're secretly alien eggs. And if one is, well, you'll already have the hammer in your hand, won't you? Oh, interesting. Not that, but this. This thing. Talk about an enigma. One day you'll figure out what it does. Why certain shady characters want to get their hands on it so badly. You have some theories, of course. Yeah. Foreshadowing. Figure spotted throughout parade footage. Whoa. Bad boy spotted at bar mitzvah. Maybe he's Jewish. Or converted to Judaism. President Clinton gives a person a big... What the... That's more silly stuff. More silly conspiracies. Only a few of those are actually liquids, and unfortunately, those are also the ones whose contents you don't exactly 100% remember with total certainty. You're not saying some of them are urine, but you're not saying none of them are urine. But I've been there before, but only in an emergency. You're probably the only kid in school that owns one of these babies. What if these kids get stranded in the middle of the ocean? The joke's on them until they starve and die. Quip. The chamber is empty because you observed proper flare gun safety protocols, but maybe you should load it because you've also observed some scary stuff this evening. Dun 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 dun. Shoot the eggs. Though these bad boys are just too cool to smash up with the butt of your unloaded flare gun, which is a real shame because that would be a classic tough guy move. Might show these monsters who's in command around here. No, I didn't even... Well, actually, I could just... This thing is pretty complex. Not too complex for you, of course, but way more complex than, say, loading a flare gun. With all this activity from the creepy hooded figures, you've occasionally been tempted to actually load your flare gun, or actually keep your flare gun loaded, but you crush that temptation by remembering the old adage. Those who live in ramshackle wooden houses nestled in trees should not keep their fire-based weaponry loaded. Actually pretty smart, yeah. Shoot the urine jars. You'll stick with flares, for now. Although if you could figure out how to weaponize a Venus flytrap, you would be pretty much unstoppable. I'm curious what that is. What's this? Oh, this is just a puzzle solution. I already figured it out the moment I saw the beam. And also I remember it from last time. You've already committed this crucial intelligence to memory, but a truly great field commander keeps even better records. As simple as loading a flare gun. He's just comparing everything to flare gun. I thought he'd be like, no, don't shoot it, but instead he's actually doing something else. A standard camping lantern. For uses of it are hardly standard, he thinks. More like outstandard, i.e. great. The lantern could not be used to load the flare gun, except to offer illumination as you slowly, carefully load the flares from your metal chest into the flare gun, meticulously observing all the standard safety protocols. When the heat is on from the government, and you need to send an encrypted message while staying off the grid, you entrust it to one of your trained carry pigeons, the lone gunbirds. You survey the troops. There's Langley, Briars, and of course, Froke. He's your favorite. Dear sweet Froke. How you adore him. You cherish the wind he flaps. Look. Your tactical escape hatch allows ingress and egress from your amazing treehouse. I like how he has a map of the U.S. But wait, are they in the U.S.? I feel like they're in like a British area because she mentioned only being able to get the American box art, unless she preferred the European box art, which is understandable. Sometimes that hits different with video game covers. The puppy castle seems fortified for the moment. You and that pup spent some time adding extra defensing implements this summer. They are holding up nicely. Look at these monsters. No eyes, no weapons, only the most rudimentary of squad-based tactical maneuvers. This is a diversionary feint by an expendable vanguard, if you ever seen one. There she blows. Harley Manor. Well, maybe only half Harley Manor, since Joey disowned the name in favor of your mother's. Oh my god. Buff Horseman. More references. Quick shoot him. It'd do a lot more damage if it were loaded, friendo. But you better pick your moment. Now's not it. I wouldn't really do this, but I'm gonna do it just to see what he says. They would make terrible ammo, except for very long distance shots. But the best they could hope to do is agitate the enemy, distracting them at a critical moment. Okay. Okay, you won't grab that. Look. The perfect place to store your flares. Well, some of them. It's also where you keep your beeper, but you really don't want to get into that right now. You retrieve the cache of flares you are keeping in your metal chest. Combined with your flare gun, they're a tactical treasure. Da-na-na-na. Flares go two places, your fireproof flare chest or your fire stationing flare gun. No middle ground, no surrender. Oh yeah, the reflective flare light dancing in the geode makes some really fascinating colors. But you can't risk it inside the treehouse. It's too crowded of monsters out there to have a minerals jamboree right now. Later though, later for sure. These are some cylindrical objects in this schematic, but you can confirm that they are not flares. You're at least 100% sure about this. By my calculations, I'm 100% sure that you're gonna lose. Some character tried to sound smart to their enemies. Usually in anime. Or cartoons sometimes. If you're interested in destroying your records, you wouldn't have carved them into the tree. A lit flare would scare the bejesus out of a pigeon, and you need a pigeon at the very peak of his courage. This lantern runs on oil, not flares. That would be a pretty unorthodox lantern. You briefly chuckle at the unorthodoxy. Anything else I can... The security system. Wow, it's so perfect. Really, simple, yet elegant. You're thinking maybe your flare storage puzzle over a broken padlock could use a little upgrade. Same thing? Yeah, okay. Are you crazy? Signaling your location to the monsters who seem not to have noticed that you're up here would be just an incredible tactical blunder. You're blundering just thinking about it. Now, where'd Joey go? Maybe you should flash your lantern at her some more. Joey should be managing just fine with her flashlight. Between that and her dancing skills, she's either a double or triple threat, depending on whether you classify different schools of dancing as multiple distinct threats. You've thought a lot about it, and you're just going to have to think a lot about it some more. Breath held, hand steady. You carefully load the flares into the flare gun. There's no going back now. The genie is out of the bottle. Maybe, but not yet. You don't have the superior numbers here. It's critical that you wait for the perfect moment to attack. Otherwise, you're just giving away your position, and potentially your life, to agitate a single monster. No! Joey's still in there, along with most of your stuff. But as a lesser sword? No, never. If it comes to that, you'll fight your way there and save your little sister, or save your sister yourself. Overwhelming odds and certain death be damned. You just hope it doesn't come to that. Okay. Oh, there it is. Rip marbles. This stuff is all treasure, plain and simple. Let's see what he has here. Knife, every boy's favorite thing to have. Pouches. Look at that nice empty pouch. You sure could put some stuff in that pouch. Fine glass. You add a blue marble to the pouch. You place a yellow marble in the pouch. A carry pigeon could possibly carry that much weight. Better stick with 2 marbles. Actually, wait. No. Red and green. Can I redo it? Wait, were those the right marble colors? On second thought, it doesn't feel right. Didn't you have a secret diagram permanently displayed somewhere to help you with this exact problem? I wanted him to just talk about it. I didn't actually expect him to grab it. Green marble in the pouch. Red marble in the pouch. You take the pouch with red and green marbles. When the heat is... Okay. If you didn't have your marbles, you could, in a pinch, chisel out some crystal. Wait, this backup plan is terrible. It's like you've lost your marbles already. Fortunately, you haven't, since tactically sound contingencies seem to be thin on the ground this evening. I don't like that red stuff there. That has to be something else in urine, because if that's urine, boy, you have a bladder problem. You think you'll stick with the pouch? A jar would be pretty heavy for pigeons to carry, even so one so expertly trained as yours. I guess we'll see how expertly trained he really is. They really are. You were pretty inspired by these schematics when you were cracking Paw's security system. Time to get these to Joey and put it to the test. Those creeps. You know they'd kill to get their hands on the secrets these marbles protect. Or rather, you strongly suspect that. And, today, have had those strong suspicions 100% confirmed. Having your suspicions confirmed is a novel experience, and you aren't sure how you feel about it yet. The marbles, the cat head, the globe, the deer. It's obvious. Child's play. Joy should have no trouble with it, except for the fact that she doesn't have any marbles. Anything else I can... Wait, the lanterns are red and green, just like your 2 lanterns. This is all adding up. This is... Wait, no. You got lanterns that were red and green on purpose, to match the marble colors. Wow, you nearly did some conspiracy on your own actions, because you didn't remember them right away. You might need to dial it back a little. You're already safe, and as long as you don't educate these monsters by hacking bags of marbles at them, you're likely to stay that way. But Joey's still a sitting duck among wolves in sheep's clothing. She needs these marbles bad. That's the idea, but just chucking the bag from here could... You're not saying would, just could. You're a tactician and you must consider all options. No matter how remote, it could result in a bag not quite making it the entire distance to the house. Better enlist one of the lone gunbirds. Nah, he's not gonna be able to throw it even halfway. Yeah! Go get it! Do it, bird! Get. Oh no! No! Oh no. Ah! Oh, rip. Oh, rip. Oh, man. I know what it feels like to lose a bird. That is the worst. Sorry for hold up. Unbelievable, tragic disaster. Over. Did you lose something else? Must soldier on. Make a second attempt. Now. Over. Alright. I assure you're... Over. Over and out for a hike. Oh, that was Fro Hike too. Oh, man. Take another pouch from the drawer and load it with another red marble and another green marble. Traitor! Are you alright? Betrayal! Abandonment over. The lowest, vilest cowardice over. Well... Can't even communicate true degree of outrage over. Likely to jeopardize mission of emotion not expressed over. Incoming over and out. Your hands are definitely not shaking as you pluck 2 more marbles from their safe, cozy compartments in the drawer and drop them in the depths of the pouches waiting. Leathery maw. Last chance. Uncertain hope. Hey. Yeah. He did it. Success. Jeez, Crowbriars, my boy. So brave, so true, so great. Over. Are you actually just point blank losing your mind now? It would maybe be kind of a release after years of build up, but you could have picked a better night for it. Mission accomplished. Buyers, champion of champions, waiting for you in kitchen. Over. Why? Over. Oh, Briar's marbles required to acquire new key. Over. Alright, I guess that sort of makes sense. New development, Briar's being menaced. Please hurry. Over. What? Oh, okay. I'm on it. Hurry, please, Joey's all I have left. Over now. Was it upstairs? No, the kitchen was over here, huh? Strife! Alright, I'm just gonna throw the batteries at it. Charge! Meta luck next time. Distractible, delectable. I'm still talking. Delectable, disdained. Cyan, you hear me? No time for this. Hog. Flip the flap out. Flip skipped. Hey, over here. Nothing doing. Pardon me, boy. Can you give me a shine? Throw him with daylight. No, that didn't work. This. Fresh start. Stalemate. Wait, no. Battery. Mercy, not included. Call you later. Oh no. Pog him. Oh. Hold on a moment, guys. This won't change, I believe. I don't think there's a fail state. If there is, then I'm gonna look foolish. I just gotta do something real quick. Hold on, I'm trying to get my... trying to share my stream with my friends. Dang it, I'm trying to... There we go. Apologies for that. Some of my friends wanted to see the stream, so we might share it on Discord. Anywho. Let's see. Oh yeah. So let's try tap dancing again. And maybe we can do this. Opening night. Panned. Dust 'em. Spice to meet you? Dang, what's the solution? Maybe I don't like it, but maybe I have to throw it at the bird. Or maybe flash a light in his face when he's close. No, wait, I think I already did that. Throw... No, wait, throw a treat at the bird. No. Throw a battery at the bird? No. Encore? Oh my god. Let's try one more time. I'm feeling a little dumb right now. That's just a puzzle. Can I target anything else? Just him? I guess. Oh, he has his mouth open. Oh, really doesn't like that. Mixed success. Joey, thank you for tactically brilliant seasonings murder. Briar says payload, repeat, Briar says payload, over. Thanks, do you know how I might get him down? He seems pretty terrified. Negative, Briar simply is unfortunate mercenary streak. Should respond to enticement, over. How do you bribe a pigeon? Sounds like set up for riddle, or perhaps joke, over. Bye, Jude. Over and out. Let's give them a treat. Oddly enough, you aren't sure these are safe for birds. After the violent strangled death of that monster, you're a little nervous about just feeding things to other things at random. Maybe there's something safer around here, like bread? Bread, like, at least. Bread, like. You really don't want to go out there right now, tempting though it is to go rake more leaves. The struggle of the monster bothered life pile enthusiast. You keep meaning to start a zine. You visually sold the delicious items that— oh wait, no. It looks like all the fracas with the monster got him pretty shook up. You might have to find something here in the kitchen you could tempt him with. Just befriend him, man. As you do not have flight capability, the pigeon remains out of reach. Maybe he needs enticing. What do pigeons like? Is there anything over here? No, pigeons don't like rum. At least I don't think they do. A single cracker. Da-na-na-na. All you can read from this meager cabinet is the stillest, tiniest, worst cracker. The spice mix would probably make it taste better, but you're still not going to eat it. Heck, the spice mix would make cardboard taste better, but you're not going to eat that either. That silly pigeon would prefer this cracker without a copper topping. Hey, more still garbage. Today's really looking up for you. What do the kids say? Tubular? This is just tubular. You combine the still cracker and pet treats into a sadness bruschetta. Wow, things have gotten pretty bleak around here, huh? Maybe not that bleak, though. You separate the sadness bruschetta into its original ingredients. Both have ridges? That's all about you got right now. The hesitated bird is recently recently choked monster are kind of hard to get out of your head. Let's just give it to the bird. Success! This little fellow, Briars, I think. Yes, you're pretty sure this is Briars. Gobbles down the stale cracker as you tuck him into your pocket. He's got a little parcel around his neck, which you're fine with letting him hold on to until you actually figure out what you're supposed to do with it. What? No! Briars is not a snack. Briars, what do you make of these batteries? Why did you pick them up? What purpose will they ultimately serve? Are you just carrying them around out of a sense of curiosity, or is it just inertia? Why do they keep pooping into your head? Oh, sorry, Briars. That got a little pointed. He's probably going to try to eat them, right? That's what he'll do because he's a simple little bird brain who... Okay, so he's wearing the pog like a little hat. Touche, Briars. That's pretty darn cute. Briars picks the treat up with his beak and after a moment spits it back in your hand. Evidently, he doesn't care for the taste. Either that or this bird is literally too dumb to know what food is. Probably doesn't care for the taste. Briars is a cutie, but you're not quite sure you want to trust your shiny treasured memory of your dearly departed mother to an animal with a fascination for shiny objects and a proclivity for flying out of reach. Oh, okay, got the marbles. Do you want me to send the pigeon back? No, over. Okay. Please, sorry, didn't mean to shout. Just worried, but please protect Briars. His chances of surviving return trip very remote. Over. Okay, yeah, good point. Seems pretty dicey out there. Affirmative. Over. I'll just use these marbles or whatever. Then I'll let you know how it goes. Affirmative. Good luck, sis. Over and out. Bird up. You can just tell Briars wants to make an absolute ruin of that hat. Although he would look as just as cute as a button while doing so. You can't condone it. Sounds like a recipe for dead pigeon. Stop laughing at that. Stop laughing at that. You put one of Briar's feathers gently in the fax slot and punch in a random number. Somebody out there just got a fax full of beautiful bird feather, so no one can ever say Joey Claire didn't leave her mark on the world. Nope, nothing. Okay. I would do more stuff with the bird, but my throat hurts, so I didn't want to go that way. You carefully remove the marble pouch from around his neck, and believe it or not, shove the marbles into empty eye sockets. You discard the pouch. What an evening it's been. Your pa's love of globes knows no bounds, but you don't recognize any of the continents on this one. You'd have a better idea what you were looking at if you could read these scribbly labels. All you can make sense of is the X mark. Could it indicate treasure? I wonder if that's just the globe of a certain planet. Spin. Oh. Your pa's love goes. You did it! The attic key has been found. You got what you assume to be the attic key. Got the key. Heading back up the attic now. Careful, may not be that simple, over. What do you mean? None of this has been simple. It's been downright convoluted. Noticing hostile elements, grouping serpents massing, over. Oh jeez. We'll try to back you up if possible. Remain alert, sis, over. Oi Zambro, over and out. Oh no. Oh no. Strife. I'm just gonna say it even though it didn't have the letters. Okay, what? I couldn't do anything. Wait, I didn't mean to. Oh, I can switch to him. Joey took a brutal hit. She's down for the count. You gotta find some way to distract those monsters until she can get back on her feet. Time to do it, Jude. Double loading the flare gun is extremely unsafe. You don't even like a single load, but sometimes. The general must lead from the front. By which you mean, fire a single flare from the safety of his treehouse. Oh, don't screw up. Oh, okay. Oh no. Quick. Anything you toss, they're never getting back. What? I need pogs. Treats. I'm not throwing it. Can I just... You swallow you whole. Don't get past the behemoth right now. Focus on the relatively smaller ones. Oh, I see. No excuses. Ooh, dodged it. Oh, Jude. Okay, he auto-loaded. Maybe I could throw this at that. No, you fool. Control quit all this scurrying around. Pardon me. Let me just get their attention again. Oh, there we go. Quick, Jude, shoot another. Oh, he's serious this time. No, you. Oh my goodness. All those precautions and for what? Okay. Can't stay around too long. Uh-oh. Jude, come in. Please report status. Joey. Hello, it's Jude. Or Joey, come in. Sorry. Joey, are you okay? Joey, please. Over. Yes, I'm safe. I'm in the attic. Just barely made it. Phew. Over. Locked in, actually. I dropped the key. Safer in attic than rest of house. Key can be retrieved later. Over. I think you're right. The way they smashed through the living room window and the front door. If I'd stayed in the room, I'd be a goner. Separated us with Vanguard. Destabilized power. Probed defenses. Finally attempted entry through multiple points of ingress. Basic siege tactics. Over. You actually know this stuff? I didn't realize you actually knew this stuff. I kinda just thought you were just, like, pretending to be a spy or whatever. We'll take his compliment. Over. Anyway, thanks, thanks. So I'll just hole up here for now, I guess. Are you safe in the treehouse? So did you try calling your friends or something? Didn't want to risk their involvement. Always a gamble engaging soldiers of fortune. But maybe time. Remain secure in location. Ignore object under curtain. Over. Totally, huh? I'm not going to ignore it. Well, obviously I'm not going to ignore it now. Joey, please. Over. What? It's a big mysterious thing under a beguiling fluttery curtain. I have to at least peek at it. Why? What is it anyway? Data insufficient to determine. Over. Well, I'll let you know when I find out. Joey, don't. Tactor Rosie and the happen. Over. You there? Joe, in Ordle. It's really bad-eyed. Over. Jude, can you repeat that? Lots of static. Joey, please. I can't ooze you. Please. Do. Go near. Hit portal. Over. Did you say portal? Well, it turns out you live in a house that has a hand in a jar in it. You must now carry this knowledge with you forever. High five. You've left them hanging long enough. In fact, as you stare at the gross, desiccated hand in a jar, you begin to suspect that the time for you to break open this jar and slap an anonymous hand against your own alive hand has tragically passed. The world is in crisis. If only Captain Planet were here, then the monsters could eat him, and you could escape while they were distracted. Another victim of Jude's overzealous crowbarring. Crowbarring. No doubt. Any chance he gets to he gets to go prying. He gets to go prying and jimmying. The kid just goes nuts. So I swear the wording. I'm sure it's correct, maybe, or somewhat right, but like still, it doesn't sound right. The handwriting is barely legible and there's no return address, leaving with you no more information than you had before you looked at it. Since he got his first best shotgun, this one fell out of favor and now permanently functions as a home to a thick litter of attic dust. Meanwhile, its favored brother is living out a shotgun's daydream in the hands of your paw. There is no chance you're going to pick up this gun, and you certainly aren't going to lock and load anytime soon. It just isn't going to happen. Ooh, masks. Disguising your identity and impairing your vision wouldn't really help matters much. You're pretty sure the monsters are going to eat anybody they meet. Same thing. You haven't been up here in a while. Your paw sure does keep a lot of weird crap up here. Weirder than the other crap, that is. Or maybe not. Maybe all this stupid crap is basically the same. Ick. More of his guns. These are antiques, and would probably fetch a tidy sum at auction. But you think the only real perk to their antiquity is it probably means it's been ages since they used to murder anything furry and precious. I almost said ferocious, but she likes animals, so. Equip. You don't use guns. These are definitely loaded, though. Your paw doesn't leave unloaded guns lying around. Or hanging precariously in decaying nets, either. Jeez, this is right over your room. Why does he love globes so much? May they remind him of adventure. All the little abstract geological features. The jagged borders of exotic nations. The tiny bumps representing mountains. Unfortunately, whenever you look at globes in school or wherever, they just remind you of him. Ick, more of his guns. No, wait, it's the same thing. Okay. You put this in the attic yourself because it weirded you out that your paw had a lamp shaped like a woman's leg. Little did you know he'd soon graduate to a lamp shaped like an entire woman. I guess it's better? Would it be worse that it's an entire woman body and the lamp being a head, or would it be worse it's just a leg and then a lamp head in reference to that one Christmas movie? My throat is going out. Alright, let's go through the curtain. I think I'm gonna end this stream once I go through the curtain. But before I do, some very old pigeon cages. They'd be thrown out. But old cages definitely fits with the aesthetic up here. Once we go... Okay, once we remove this and do this, I'm going to stop it after the cutscene. That's probably going to happen. You can't avoid noticing the drape rustling around. Although you really wish you could. Better see what's under there now, though. Before he gets the drop on. Better now, though, before he gets the drop on you. What the? You have no idea what this is. You don't know where it came from or how long it's been here. Did you know about this? Is that why he really sent you to the attic? No, that doesn't make any sense. Did your paw know? It looks kind of different from the stuff he usually dumps off here. Feels different. In your mind, at least. Wait, what? You're having trouble thinking clearly. Trouble keeping your train of thought. How long have you been standing here? Before we go, okay, pog it up one last time, and then I'll go put the key in. Oh yeah, definitely. Your brother's pogs, the crappy cardboard disc with cartoon characters on them. The things that didn't exist until a few years ago are the secret answer to activating this enormous clockwork snake machine that's been in your attic forever. Puzzle solved, adventure over. I mean, Wouldn't be this first time in Homestuck universe. But, yeah, okay, we'll put the key in. Oh. I really like this cutscene. Hiveswap. And the UI changes. Okay. So I'm just gonna stop the stream here for now. But next time I stream, I'll be sure to, just for next time I stream, because I haven't really talked or read out loud this much, and I'm starting to really feel it, so I need to stop for now. But hey, there's like almost a 2-hour, almost a 3-hour stream actually, 2:53. So I think it's been a success. Yeah, time to stop and start editing this for YouTube.